Started a bit too early. Part 2 of this job application. Part 1 we did the coding assessment, and now part 2 is a bit interesting. I've never done anything like this before, but we're gonna have to do a real work test for AI augmented defect resolution. This assessment gauges your ability, how do you pronounce that? Your proficiency in guiding an AI to troubleshoot and fix a couple of issues in an existing code base. So I actually have some experience working with many different AIs, trying to get them to do code stuff. So hopefully that comes in handy here, but I don't know. We will see. Target proficiency is 2 out of 3 stars. So yeah, I think we're just gonna get straight into it after a couple deep breaths. And yeah, duration 1 hour. Let's do it. Begin real work. This page does not save. Prepare your work in a separate file to avoid losing it. All submissions are irreversible and final. In this exercise, you must leverage Chat GPT. Oh, we actually use Chat GPT. Go through this document. Is the time started yet? No. Okay, good. Read the problem summary, understand the requirements, prepare your setup as instructed, use AI to research and perform code changes, prepare your submission, document. It's untimed. And you can do it as, what the fuck? Okay. That's not what I expected. So maybe I can read the chat then. Okay. I'm gonna bring up the chats. Hold on. Boom. Alright, TikTok chat, you can chat. Same with YouTube and Twitch and stuff. And I'll remove this. Okay. Alright, so this is gonna be kind of like a normal stream then. That's nice. I thought I was against the clock, so I was like, I'm not gonna read chat to just make sure I don't get distracted, but seems like it doesn't matter. Okay, so we're gonna be using Chat GPT to troubleshoot and fix some code. You'll be evaluated based on your ability to break down, understand the requirements, skill in guiding, reviewing, and refining AI-generated code, showing an ability to identify and rectify. Also, we have to manually... Oh no, we use AI as a coding collaborator rather than a mere search substitute. The prompts given to the AI should be lucid. What do they mean by that? Oh, like clear, okay. Contextual and precise. To fetch the most accurate responses, the final quality of the code generated would also be. So we have to manually tell them how long it took me to complete this. Okay. And we need a submission document, which I guess is gonna be just a Google Doc. Let me make sure I don't docs anything here. Google Doc. Okay. Crossover real AI work part 1 trilogy. Oh, Junam. All right. Why can't I share this? It won't let me share it. Oh my god. Overload. System overload. Holy crap. Okay, there we go. Okay. So this is the document they've given. I think I'm just gonna make this a bit bigger. It's a bit weird. About this assignment, you will be presented with a realistic task that closely resembles issues you may face on the job. Your challenge in this is to act as a mentor and guide for Chat GPT, determine the root cause of a defect and how to fix it. Your submission should not reflect the capabilities of the AI, but should showcase your skills in guiding and leveraging it to fulfill the given requirements. Make sure to provide context to the AI with your knowledge and even excerpts from online docs, ensuring the output is technically sound and adheres to typical coding standards and practices. Ultimately, the solution generated must be something you are comfortable attaching your name to. We believe AI can enhance engineers' productivity. However, a deep understanding of the core software engineering is essential as it counterbalances AI's potential oversights. This assessment uses a stack similar to our projects, and we welcome you to leverage generative AI to fill any knowledge gaps. To help in this regard, we provide an example chat to introduce you to the key technology-specific concepts. If you believe success hinges primarily on familiarity with specific technologies, this role may not align with your approach. Okay. I'm an elite software engineer and working on an unfamiliar code base. While I have a solid grasp, I'll need your help. This code base seems to be this. Could you please analyze the code and iteratively answer a set of questions for me? I'll give you each question separately. Please keep in mind my background. You need to explain these concepts, but I have a good grasp of this. This is a pretty good prompt. And then they upload a zip archive with all the code. That's pretty cool. Couldn't do this like a month ago, I think. And then they unzip. So they're using that code interpreter type thing. How do I run this? Let's say I have an issue in Git pod. Oh boy, this is quite a long thing. Bustling digital age where information is plentiful. Conduit. What does that mean? That's like an electricity thing, isn't it? Artificial channel through which something is conveyed. Emerge as a response to the overwhelming demand for authentic, personal, and insightful content. Oh, it's the name of their product. As the name suggests, Conduit aims to be a channel, a conduit, connecting passionate writers with eager readers. The features include personal profiles, custom feeds, engagement tools, and a writing workshop which they host to help writers hone their craft. Okay, your work, here we go. You will need to create a submission document by making a copy of this template. Oh, okay. Make a copy. Okay. Follow the readme of the current code to get it running. Please do not fork this repository or create a fresh. We recommend using Gitpod to quickly set up your development environment. Do not delete your environment workspace after this assessment. Follow-up assessments might use the same code base. What's Gitpod? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Whoa, what did I just press? Text poll. Oh wow, that's a... Whoa, we can make polls? How did I do that? What? Control T? Whoa, Control T does a text poll apparently, and doesn't let me open a new tab. Thanks, TikTok. Freaking spyware. Malware. Alright, I guess I'll have to manually open new tabs, which is annoying. I'm sure I could change it in the setting. Gitpod is a cloud development environment. Oh, that's sick. So we can do everything on the cloud. Should we try that? I might try it. They suggested it. I'm sure it's good. We'll continue with GitHub. Probably have to 2FA here. No, I don't. Nice. First name AJ47. AJ47. 10 hours per month. VS Code in the browser. Dark theme. Okay, and then could we just create a workspace from there, this. That's pretty cool. I like browser apps, to be honest. I think they're sweet. Oh, the issue is I don't have Vim, though, which is maybe a deal breaker for me. But the cool thing is, look, they make this whole conduit database shit, which would be annoying to do. See, it looks like they have this Git pod file in their repository, which sets up the MySQL database for you. So I guess that is a good benefit. Unfortunately, looks like my theme and stuff hasn't come on. What about my extensions? No. None of my extensions either. Yo, Clouds in Oakland, it took your like away. Who TikTok did? They don't want us to win. Damn, I don't like this light mode. Can I change that? Themes. Color theme. Dark. Excellent. Excellent. Zoom. Okay. Okay. While it's installing, we can continue reading the task. Analyze the code and look at the defect described below. Okay, what's the defect? Use Chat GPT to answer the below questions. For this assessment, the free Chat GPT is sufficient. Imagine Chat GPT is a junior engineer with zero context about the project, but has very good general technical knowledge. Your job is to give it the right instructions and information to properly answer each of the following questions to troubleshoot and fix the defect. Get GPT to answer the below questions for each problem. Your goal should be to obtain the final definite answer for each question and not an answer that presents multiple alternatives. You must be fully confident in this answer. Use the fullest extent of your knowledge and experience to guide the AI. Fill in the submission document. Make sure to share the ChatGPT links. Capture a few screenshots that show the acceptance test pass. What is the underlying issue for the defect? Identify the affected component. Solve the issue. Okay, the defect. Fix the tags when a new post is created. As a user, I want to tag articles so readers can read them more easily. Current behavior when... Oh, let me just change something in this zooming thing, the screen follow. Where is that? Okay. Wise Guy says, do you have a link to this application? Go on crossover.com and search for Trilogy, Wise Guy. But you have to do like the first 4 steps to get to this part. The tags are broken up into individual characters on a post. New tags are not shown under popular tags. Okay, wait, no, here are the problems. The tags are broken up into individual characters. Oh, okay, like here. Wait, can you guys see that? Like here. This is the first problem. It's like the CSS. Problem 2 is the new tags are not shown under popular tags even after a refresh. The expected behavior, users can enter tags in a comma separated list. The values are split by commas and trimmed for white space. Any tags that do not exist yet are created and visible on the homepage. Articles can be filtered based on tags. And the acceptance tests, login with John, user, screenshot, and there is no testing tag yet. When you create a new article with the following tags, then the article is successfully created. When you open the global feed, both tags are visible. And a new testing tag is visible. Okay. Yo, Jonathos, what are you doing here? I'm a new sub. I haven't seen part 1. I'm applying for this job, and we have this new real work assignment, which essentially gets me this is something I never seen before. I mean, obviously Chat GPT didn't exist a year ago, but essentially it's testing my ability to use Chat GPT to like debug this software, which is interesting. So they give us this template and they're like, how do you go through the problem? Link your chat with Chat GPT. So it's pretty interesting stuff. So they want us to, okay, so this is after we find the answers. We link them there. Okay, let's see if GetPod's finished setting up. Looks like it has. And it looks like it's running on port 42000. Wow, that's so cool. So I'm using this thing called GitPod, which you can like clone a whole GitHub repository and run it and install the dependencies all within your browser, which I thought was super cool. Never seen anything like that. Thanks for the kind words, Jonathan. Thanks for the follow, the light insight. Appreciate y'all. Okay, so pretty much they're saying if we go to create a new post, I guess we gotta sign in first with John user. They didn't really say how to sign in. Did they? Given that you log in with the John user. No, they didn't really say how to log in. I don't think that's part of our debugging either, but if I just look, I wonder if I can look through the database and just see maybe the password is in plain text. We'll do a global search for MySQL. How do I do this? Wait, actually, it might be in, oh, maybe we should read the readme, to be honest. I don't have any of my shortcuts. Okay. Clone this. Oh, here. Conduit, password, conduit. Is that it? That could be it. Oh no, here it is. J Costin volume password. J custom volume password. I'm assuming this is John. John Costin. Yep, it is. Make this bigger for you guys. Other hints. You can also find the backend spec here. That's nice. You can run npm nx commands. Please make sure that all changes are committed locally and then export a git patch of your changes. You can do this by running create git patch. That's pretty cool. That's very cool. Okay, so pretty much they say when we create a new article with these tags, we get these issues. So new post, testing, and what were the two things we should be doing? Coding and testing. Yo, Devil Reality, what are we doing today? This is a kind of AI assessment for this job application I'm doing. We need to use Chat GPT to help us debug these issues here. Okay, so we made this post, and apparently if we go to the home page, our latest tag isn't there. With testing isn't there, and also, oh, my post isn't there at all. And also, okay, no, here it is. And also this is not, it's supposed to be like this, these tags. The whole word is supposed to be in a bubble, but every single character is in a bubble. So now we need to use Chat GPT to help us debug this. Let's do it. I don't know how much of it like I'm allowed to do versus how much of it I should be getting Chat GPT to do. So let me just reread the things. You're graded on correctness of the solution, the code quality, and AI uses. Should be giving AI to the fullest. Questions to answer for each problem. What was the underlying cause? Okay. So we have this whole repository. I'm pretty sure we will not be able to upload the whole thing into the repository, but we can test that. Yo, Voice Valen, thank you so much for the gifts. Jonathan says it's probably about what you can get the system to do. I think it's pretty much just like fix these bugs. Oh, but it says you have to get the answers from AI. Oh, so I'm not allowed to give the answers to how to fix them. The AI has to come up with the answers. That's pretty cool. I really like this challenge. This is fun. This is fun. Okay, so it's like testing my knowledge of how can I prompt this Chat GPT, how can I explain the bugs that is present, which is very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, so the first thing I'm trying to figure out is how to supply the context to Chat GPT, because obviously there is a lot of different files here and ChatGPT only has a limited context window. So yeah, can we download this folder? You can download folders. That's pretty cool. So let's make a new folder here called Trilogy Test. We'll download stuff there, hopefully. Did it download? Didn't look like it did. Oh, it's thinking? Oh, it's downloading. Okay. It is downloading kind of slowly. 3 kilobytes a second, very slow. Okay. Red Hat. Well, we can open this in desktop. Let me try that. That means I can get my whole Vim and stuff. Is that gonna work? Gotta install the Gitpod extension. Install. Voice Valen says it doesn't accept zip files and read its content. Yes, it does. We can try that. I'm just curious of like, obviously it can't accept like a 2 terabyte zip file and be able to keep that whole thing in context. So I'm just like trying to determine what I should leave out and what I should keep. Vangor says, does he code or is he learning Git? Which one? Me? Yeah, I code. I'm also learning Git, I guess. I don't know. I never stop learning. I'm using this thing called Gitpod, which is something I've never done before. I'm hoping it can run the thing in the cloud, but let me edit it locally. I'm pressing too many things here. Okay, here's the local version. Shit, no, it did run it in the cloud. That's so sick. Oh, wow. But these... Wow, that's sick. Okay, so I did download the files. Let's see how big they are. Did I not download the files? Maybe they still haven't downloaded? They should have. Or was it in documents? Oh yes, here we go. Okay, so this whole apps folder is only 150 kilobytes. That's pretty good. It'll probably be able to read all this. Okay, let's zip this. And we can upload that to Chat GPT now. Oh my god, freaking TikTok does not let me press Control T. So annoying. Okay, we're gonna use GPT-4. Okay, so the prompt that they've given it is like, I'm an elite software engineer working with an unfamiliar code base. But they have said you need to use Chat GPT kind of like a junior developer. Where did they say that? Imagine Chat GPT is a junior developer with 0 context, but has very good technical knowledge. Your job is to give it the right instructions. I feel like if I prompt it saying that it's a junior developer, it's actually going to be worse than if I was like, you're an expert developer. So I'm probably not going to tell it it's a junior developer. They didn't explicitly say you have to tell it. And even in their template, they said, like, yeah. Okay. I'm just curious, how would I prompt this issue? I guess let's just get an understanding of the code base first. I'm pretty sure this file will have all the source files. This apps folder, yeah. What's tools? Okay. Yeah, pretty much. So this apps folder would pretty much have all the source files for the front end and back end. That's a pretty good assumption. I probably could have gotten away with copying the whole thing, but that's fine. Okay, I am an elite, I'm just copying their prompt, software engineer. What did they say? Working on an unfamiliar code base. I have a solid grasp of most software. Okay, I don't even bother putting that. I'm copying this. I have a good grasp, so I do not dive deep in this. Yes, okay, that's good. All right, please provide the code base. Here are the source. The source code is within this zip. Oh, actually, I should give it the README as well. Is that? Do you reckon that'll be useful? Let me check the README. Conduit, GitHub. After accessing the above link, seed which waits for the backend, app which installs. No, I don't think this is more for the task rather than the actual like stack README. So I don't think that'll help. Okay. Where was I? The source code is within the zip. Is that what they did? Yes. The source code for front end and back end code is within this zip file. Yo, thanks for the follows, Charlie, and I'm not Jay Wick. Appreciate you. Okay, it's analyzing these files now by using the code interpreter to open the zip file and list the directories. Obviously, the first level only has apps, so hopefully it will go through that as well and get the next layer. Nice. Okay, so now it's going to give me a description of all of the files it found. So there's an ESLint, a storybook, browsers list, source code for the front end app. Okay, it didn't actually go into the source code. That's fine. Now it's giving me the stack information. That's cool. So it's React or Angular. It doesn't know because it didn't go into the SRC folders for front end and back end. Can it do both? So we're starting. This is my guiding has officially started. Let me see if I can guide it to figure out the issue. So it's pretty much like the main crux of this is going to be how do I actually prompt it? How do I ask the right questions? How do I tell it what the problem is? That's pretty much the issue. The front end appears to be an Angular application, while the back end is a NestJS application. Please specify the next steps. Okay, all right, so now I think I'm gonna say there is a home page that displays posts. Find the relevant files inside the front end SRC apps. Let's see. Z Hustle says, how do you see chat history in the new interface? You can just click this open sidebar. Is this what you're talking about? It's just a little, it looks a bit more hidden, which is good. I like it, removing all the stuff that I don't care about, so you can just focus on the chat. Yeah, it is a bit hidden, to be honest, but maybe it feels a bit, it should be up here, I think. It should be up in the top left, but yeah. Okay, so there's a navbar component, a router outlet component, and a footer component. Given the structure, the homepage and posts are probably not directly within this file, rather they are likely a part of separate components that are loaded dynamically based on the application's routes. To find the specific files related to homepage and posts, we need to look at the routing config. Okay, so there isn't a specific homepage component apparently. Let me check if I do my own searching for that. Oh, I guess that's correct. It is probably routed. But that's cool that it's figured that out. Ooh, it's got an error. It appears that the app models TS is not present in the expected location within the app directory. This is an unusual for an Angular application. Let me see if I can find that module. Oh, it's in the backend. Why is it in the backend? Wait, what? So the backend is called the front end. What the fuck? Oh, because it's a server side? There could be front end components inside the backend folder. Please check there and determine if the and redetermine the app architecture. Redetermine? Is that a word? Reanalyze? Reanalyze. SSR, yeah, server-side rendering. Shouts out to Voice of Alan. Z Hustle says, I had a meeting the other day and I couldn't find the outline and I had to go off the top of my head. Freestyle. Jose Rivas, thank you for the follow. Okay. Upon re-examining backend SRC, it seems unlikely that frontend components are stored there. The directory structure is typical for a backend application, especially when using NestJS. Okay. I don't really know too much about NestJS, so maybe I should ask it there. However, the presence of a front-end component with a back-end directory would be unusual. Typically, front-end and back-end are maintained as separate. Given this, I suggest we take a different approach to understanding the front-end architecture. We could revisit the app directory and explore different files that we haven't examined yet. Examine the top level. How do I tell it I found these folders? This is... okay. I don't know too much about NestJS, but just from my... okay, maybe these aren't components. Just, asset migration. Okay. Okay, no, these aren't components. These are like database interfaces. Examine other top-level directories or files in the front-end folder that might give us insights. Revisit the app directory and explore other files that we haven't in here. layout, footer, navbar, assets. Should I not be looking here? App component, app spec. Nexus is already SSR, says Sarah Aaron Thomas. This is using NestJS. Is that the same thing? I'm not really familiar with either of those, to be honest. Okay, well, let's just get it to do something. Try these methods. Because I shouldn't be doing this stuff manually, I don't think. I think the whole point is me to guide this Chat GPT. Okay, not a great start, but that's okay. The home page and post display are not directly visible. They might be nested within other directories in Angular. To further explore this, I would suggest looking into the app directory more deeply. We might find directories like posts. I feel like it's already analyzed the whole tree under the app directory. Let's have a look at the global feed. Okay, maybe we should call it a global feed. Navbar, footer. There is a label global feed present on the page we are looking for. Can you search for that string? Okay, if we do that global feed, what do we find? In the home component, which is in the libs. Oh, we don't actually, I messed up. I didn't even supply it this. Oops. That is a big oops. Oh man, alright. I'm gonna download that and we're gonna have to try again from the start. That is a big oopsie on my part. Where did I put this? Can it download here? Libs. Anna says, do you think sometimes ChatGPT become dumb? I haven't really experienced too much difficulty with it. Like, it's always been about the same consistently throughout my experience. But I have heard other people complaining. Yo, Sarah Korova, thanks for the follow. Okay, did we download the lib folder we need? I'm gonna start again. Let me check. Documents, trilogy test. Okay, we have libs. Should I download more stuff? Like, is this gonna be? Do you think tools? Like, what is this TS config tools? No, I don't think that's that much help. Storybook? No, it's not too much. Okay. All right, let's zip these. And try again. New chat. Let's get that same. I think the prompt was good. The first prompt was good. But we'll just upload the folders differently. Here's the source code for initial analysis. Let's go. Okay. global feed. That's what I'm going to prompt it for. Global feed. Global feed or new post. Let's do it from the new post. New post, publish article. Okay, I'm gonna do it that. We need to debug a defect which happens with regarding the rendering of tags. This occurs when a user submits a new post. This happens with the click of a button labeled publish article. Publish article on the front end. Can you find the relevant code for this task? Relevant code for this task. Okay, I think I'm more confident with this now. I think this is a good start. How's everyone's days? Where are you guys? Is it nighttime? Is it daytime? I'm currently in Australia. It's 12:01. Oh, you can't see that. PM, midday. Okay, the front end part of the application, I found several component files but no service files related to publish article. However, there are some component files that could be relevant. Footer, navbar, app. However, these files since specifically. Okay, so I probably need to check. Some front end files could be in the top level lib folder. Is that what it's called? Libs folder. Please check there as well. Anna says they're at 2 a.m. Damn. Late night watching streams on YouTube. Thanks, Anna. I appreciate the commitment. Where is it 2 a.m.? $7 p.m. in Houston. Houston, Texas. Yo, shout out Jonathan. There were no files found in the libs directory that specifically matched a front-end related pattern. Alright, what if I search publish article? Bro, it's definitely there. I guess it can't do the grep. Front-end, find relative. Libs front-end pattern. Search for only the string publish article. Do not assume any file names, because it kind of did. I think it like assumed that it would have file front end in the name. Excellent, it found publish article. Did it use grep or something? I don't know. It doesn't matter. This is likely a feature module related to the article editing that could contain this. To further investigate the defect regarding its tags, you should review this file. It's probably associated TypeScript file. Edit this and any related. Determine which backend files are related and and how the data is sent and received. Received is spelled I-E-I. Yo, thanks for the share, Xian. Xian. Apologies for not pronouncing your name correctly. Several files in the article directly seem to be related to the article management. Article controller contains a HTTP endpoints for related requests. Article entity could define the entity, potentially including its structure. Article interface defines the TypeScript interface for an article, which can be used throughout the backend code for type checking. Article module. This is part of the NestJS module system, tying together controllers and difficult. To understand how data is sent and received, you should look at the controller and service files. Well, would you like a more detailed analysis of any specific files? Yes. Can it say, please provide the schema of how the data is sent and received and stored in the database? Let's see if it's stored correctly initially. Okay, great. So we get an ID, a slug, a title, description, and a body. The title, the description, the main content. I don't see anything about tags. Okay, now it's looking further from the previous. Article controller, get plus delete, create article service. 1x says they have a question. Please let us hear it, 1x. So we need to know how. Can you see anything about how the tags are stored, are sent and stored? Yo, Till, how's it going? Thanks for the follow. What does that triangle mean? You're level 14? Damn. Big spender, Till. Till said they try to make a lawyer with Chat GPT, but find it hard to feed it links to self-search information. Have you tried the assistants on the playground or the GPTs? Is that what you tried? I think for those ones, if you like can download the data and like have it in their retrieval system, it works better, I think, rather than feeding it actual just links, but I'm not sure. Use GPTs? Yeah. Did you use the retrievals? Okay. Entity definition describes that. Okay, the article entity includes a tag list, which is a string array. Article controller. From this analysis, it's clear that tags are stored as an array of strings within each article record in the database. The line of how the front end sends data. Confirm that the front end sends the tag data as a string array consisting split by commas. That's also something we need to check, because that's the expected thing. Once we check the front end, then we can check the back end. That's my strategy. So it says, how do I download the data? I'm not sure about the retrievals, to be honest. I'm not a coder and not good at coding. Right now I'm doing a AI job application, which requires me to use Chat GPT to kind of find and debug this defect in a code base. Yeah, Till, just Google how to use retrievals or YouTube that. I think that's probably a bit more effective than not using retrievals. But the downside is it's like you're gonna have to only use a certain set of data. You can't just come up with new data for the Chat GPT. Till says, so like you're trying to find defaults in a job application? So no, this is like a challenge part of a job app that requires me to, like, they've given a code base and they're like find and fix the bugs only using Chat GPT kind of thing. And then like I got to share this chat with them to show how I did it. It appears no files directly match the pattern article in the front end source directory, which suggests that the files related may be named differently. So this is definitely a context issue. So we have to go back to where it found the front end file, which was here. Starting from determine how start your investigating from this file to determine how if the front end sends the tag data as a string array split by commas. Okay. Till says, I didn't know you were famous. I don't think I am that famous. Oh, thanks for the heart, by the way, Till. Appreciate you. I'm not that famous. I have like 26,000 subs on TikTok and like 1,000 on YouTube. So it's like micro influencer. But if I keep at it, you know, could be macro influencer. 1x says, I need access for a website that doesn't work for me. Man, that's a big task, 1x. Yo, Gleb, thank you for the rose. Appreciate you. Okay, the article contains HTML for editing the interface. Yes. Continue. Oh, it's so slow. However, this file alone doesn't provide information on how the tags are sent. Okay, so we need to... Did they say? We did get a good description of... Maybe it's this. It's potentially this. Article controller.ts. Probably is this. Okay. Let me just re-prompt this, but with this file. While that's doing that, I'm going to manually check article controller. Oh, it's actually giving me the... It's come back. Oh my god, I can't type today. Alright, what is it saying? The article controller includes this, but these are documentation, not exactly the explicit details. Okay, nice, but it found the file. Okay, great. Tagless string. For this, we can infer that the front end should send the data. Each tag is separated by a string within the array. There's no indication that the tags are expected to be a single string separated by commas. The front end adheres to this structure. It should be sending the tags. If you have access to the front end code that prepares the data, you can confirm this by looking at the code. Locate the front end code that prepares the data for submission. This is what we're trying to find. Yo, Max of many faces. Has the company told you exactly what they are measuring by requesting this kind of debugging, what they want to know, if you can use GPT? Yeah, pretty much. So they do provide the grading criteria. So the solution, the code quality, and the AI usage. So you should be using AI to its fullest extent, give the appropriate context, clear inputs and instructions. Ooh, I guess I'm not really doing this too greatly. Yo, we could cheat and just start a new thread and actually do it properly. But let's just continue. I found several TypeScript files that could contain the logic for preparing and submitting the data. Article edit component is the most promising candidate for how it's prepared. Contains a logic from the previous file. Did they see it? So, okay, no. The structure, title, body, and tag list. Tag list is defined as an input type. Yes, this is good. The setup suggests a form has an input field for tags. However, the preview does not reveal how the tags are processed. To determine if the tags are sent by a string array split by commas, we would need to look at the part of the code that does that. Let's examine this. This tag list is named, it's a placeholder. There is no specific validator indicated by this. However, this snippet does not provide information on how the tag list is processed. For a conclusive answer, we need to examine the function that handles the form submission. This would contain... Yes, please do that. Continue. This is pretty cool. I actually feel like I'm learning a lot with like how to use Chat GPT to debug. Max says it looks like the Fast API meme where they're trying to look for devs with 5 years experience, although the library was only out for 2 years ago. Jumping on the hype train, even though the generative AI space is not well formed yet. Well, how else are you gonna do it, I guess? Like, if you want to be early, you have to kind of try your best, try different things. Sandra says, if you're trying to do coding with AI, check out tap, PPSTR. Okay. I'll check that out. Put that in my notes. TAPPSTR coding app AI. Okay, I did not type that very well. Thanks for the suggestion, Sandra. Okay, the function that handles a ting is like this. The snippet shows that the submit method publish article using NGRX's store. However, it doesn't provide the details on how the tag list is formatted. The actual preparation of tag list is likely handled within this. To determine this, we need to go in this. Yes. Okay. Sandra says it's multiple apps in one platform. If you sign up, you get 53 tokens. Cool. Yeah, I'll probably try it out. But at the moment, I'm just trying to do this, and we can't use external apps. Fletcher published article within the led me back to this. Suggests the definition might not be in the same file. Let's continue investigating this file. Folder. Okay, so let's try and find it in a different folder. Given the structure, the most promising place is with article edit. We've already checked there. Oh my god, it's gone back full circle. This snippet does not provide insight into how tag list data is formed. Likely. Alright, while that's doing that, I'm going to do a manual search for tag list. Tag list string. Tag list. Oh, it's here. DTO tag list. Article. Tag list push. It's in the service. Coding tag, tag list, tag list. Ooh, ng4 tag of tag list. Oh no, that's the renderer. I think it probably is in this service, right? I don't know. Oh, it's found something. Article edit resolver. Param slug. What is this? This resolver is primarily focused on fetching an article using the slug. It dispatches a load article, which is responsible for fetching article details. However, it doesn't give us information on tag lists. Maybe we should assume that tag list is not prepared. Can we find somewhere that suggests that it is just sent as a string? I don't know about that. Sandra says, what do you use for multi-streaming? I mostly use restream.io. That does like YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Twitch, Kick. And then for TikTok, I just have a separate, I just use their Windows app because they don't work without a stream key on these things, and they don't give you a stream key. Arham says, what are you doing? I'm trying to debug using only Chat GPT as part of a job application. And I've already kind of like exceeded the time, which is a bit sad, but the cool thing is they don't expire your time thing, so I could like leave and come back to it. Tag list is sent as a plain change. Look for a final step in data. Submission process where it's assembled. This is typically in a service. It could be in here. Yes. I wonder how many people are actually good at this. It seems like kind of difficult to get Chat GPT to accurately debug a large code base. But I don't know. It could be my prompts are just bad. Looks like it couldn't find it. There are no files for this within the front end source path. Let me tag in query. Max says, do they allow you to create a private GPT and feed it the project files? Then you could ask it to work well with the uploaded data. Interesting question. I don't think it would make too much difference, but no, they haven't explicitly said you couldn't. I feel like it's this article create article.taglist .push DTO tag list. Does it DTO is like I used to know what that was. Kind of like, it looks like just an interface, but Alright, I might come back to this because I've already spent over an hour with no good thing. Damn, dude. That means probably not gonna get this $400,000 job. Brian says, what are you trying to fix and find? So pretty much the bug was you submit an article with tags here, and then when you go on the home page, the tags kind of render like this. Like it's split individually by character instead of it should be like this. And then the task was to debug this only using Chat GPT. But yeah, it was quite difficult so far. But yeah, I might pick it up next stream, might do it off stream, I'm not sure. Thank you guys so much for joining and supplying comments and gifts. I hope to see you guys on my next stream, and have a good day, night, morning.